Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Welcome to the game. Use WSDI to move around and press left mouse button to interact with objects. Wow. Gameplay is very sensitive. Right, let's check today's papers. Anti-move. Hold it to inspect. London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Eldritch. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps. As a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Eldritch's personal bodyguard, the long-time member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty, and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the Advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs, or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Yeah. Talk more about the supper. Is that beans? I love beans. Why is the bed here? Why is he putting that crap on the wall? I don't understand. Hello.
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think?
Fuck her. What's this? Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
It is good service. Bloody good. What does that say?
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Who's Vin?
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
The Strand is missing. Of course it is. We must find it.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Whee! It's rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook with C, navigate to the wardrobe tab, and put on a hat. Don't tell me what to do. Map. Ooh, here we go. What's this? My brain. Let's find a hat. Good at this one. Is this suitable, do you think, sir?
Don't look at me. If you want the newspaper, you'll have to get your hands dirty.
Baker Street. Did I put the wrong hat on? Surely not. Hello, boy. How goes thee? May I pet that doll? What's going on, miss? Your chair's getting wet. I would be sad too. Stenwick's Manor. Ooh. Is that where our Strand is? I'm not certain this is the correct way to go. Ooh. That's nasty. That's like the estuary at my local...
If you come across one of my drafts, please leave it in the bin.
My local town. Seagull. Ah! You're gonna tell me it's the one literally right outside the house? No? Ah! Oh, I am stupid. I'm stupid. There it is. Is that a bone?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Potting soil.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See,
good to
Watson,
know.
the conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Where did you come to that conclusion?
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Oh, yep. Me. I would like a Strand, please.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just
Oh,
sold
for
my last
fuck's
paper.
sake.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
My man. What happened to my newspaper?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
What did he do to the paper? No, tell me about the man. Where was he headed? Tell me about the man.
can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Where was he headed?
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
What did he do to the
Did
paper?
you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
Cool. You've got a new question
Get
in
the
your
Strand!
mind palette.
Get your copy of the Strand here!
Navigate to the Mind Palace. Inside, select relevant pieces of evidence to
Get
deduce
the Strand! Get your copy of the
Can you
Strand
stop
here!
yelling in my ear, please? When you don't even have the Strand. Such a lying asshole. See. Who ruined the Strand? Cactus spine potentially poisoned. Book from Barnes. Huh? Strand is missing. We know that. So that's the observation. The Strand is missing. Who ruined the Strand? And documents and testimonies. Does that mean that that's correct? There we go. A connection. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. A cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang, a visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Sure, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Right, so let's go take Mr. Barnes a visit.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Right. Is he off break now? He better be. Yes, I believe he is. Hey, Mr. Barnes?
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
What? You're not Mr. Barnes? You, sir. I noticed his hands are dirty. Ink. Newspaper ink. What's this? Leans heavily on his right leg. Sore left leg. He was kneeling, wasn't he? The child said. He was in some sort of commotion. High heels wants to look taller. What? What's that got to do with the price of fish? Bags under his eyes, the effects of overwork. Okay. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes as a result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hands suggests he was the one who sold the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Okay, workaholic or blackmail victim. Mr. Barnes has large bags under his eyes as a result of poor sleep and stress. He has developed a limp, likely a result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. I think he's blackmail victim.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Yes. Press Z to highlight interactive areas in the environment around you. Is that a dog? Puppy!
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Okay, so he's fallen off. And that's how he's hurt his leg, maybe?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Macabre.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Macabre. That's a term that Lovecraft uses often. Ooh, what is that? Exotic plants catalogue. A catalogue of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalogue reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. There's lots of cacti on there, so that's probably where the cactus prong stems from. This.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
What is he up to? Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Let's get a bit more information.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. The finest view London has to offer.
Okay.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Oh, that's interesting. So when these flowers are replaced, it's a signal to someone outside that the job is done, that I've been killed, maybe? I think he's getting blackmailed and he's being forced to kill me. Going on over here?
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
It's the thorns.
A familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Yes.
A familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Think so.
A familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Yes. For the third time. Oh, there, crack.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Interesting, interesting.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
I'll be off. Hello there. What's your name?
Lily. I know, not very original.
Lily, she's gorgeous. Let's observe a little more. What's going on there? Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment? Luxury fabric, usually unusual for work attire. Distant look avoids eye contact or distracted. Mourning brooch, honoring deceased husband. Clean boots, changed shoes upon arrival. Did she just come from a funeral? Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Still grieving. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. Okay, she's still grieving.
My condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another.
I was wrong. Oh, I'm trying to prove her wrong. Oh.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that...
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Interesting.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Oh, let's ask her about the cactus.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
What? So she doesn't even sell it. It just showed up there. Interesting.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think.
Think. Have more information now. Cool. Dead flowers on display. Miss Fleming on Barnes. Okay. Getting somewhere. Cactus in cracked pot. They are linked. Beautiful. Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come in to his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalogue on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalogue presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Got it.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Another mystery solved.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
My paper was ruined. You might not know anything about that.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled. You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Oh, way to call him out, man.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then. So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive.
Whoa.
Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Ruthless.
It's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I know what to do.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes,
Not wrong.
you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
You and me both, buddy.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of the Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Nice. Strand. Saltpeter. Explosion rocks dock. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night, with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening, en route to Europe, when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Yeah, don't be a little bitch. Just go over there. Take those flowers down. Right.
I'm sure Barnes has had enough of our meddling, Mr. Holmes. We best be
I
off.
agree.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition, and that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Nice. Stenwick's mansion. Stenwick's manor. Can we fast travel there?
Not much further now.
Yeah, we fast traveled. This way? We made it in. Gates are open now.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why won't you investigate?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Other missing people?
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Right. Come here.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand.
Hey, that's where I'm from.
Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did he?
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Where does he live?
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Had he run away before?
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Savagery?
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
You do that. Investigation scene found. Nice. I want to see his shack. See how he's living. Make sure you're treating him right. What do we have here?
Chewing tobacco.
Okay. Chewing tobacco remnants. What's up with this?
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Workman's boots. Are they Kimahir's? What else am I missing? Okay.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Oh, this is shack out back. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press Q to observe more closely. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. Okay, so I need to press Q. Knee
Looks like a
print.
knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Oh. What's this? What was he waiting on? Oh.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Is that him? How do you pin clues? Let's find some more evidence. I mean, here's shack. It's a faceplant.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Someone's head was held down. There. What is this? Telescope?
A small Navy spyglass.
Spyglass. Interesting. Navy spyglass. What could he be using that for? What's this?
A scrap of Hessian.
Okay.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Man. This can't be how he's sleeping. What is that? That's like a carving.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
This isn't a good way to live, man.
The ashes are long since cold. Button chops. The remains of a meal.
What is this?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Narcotic.
No air coming through it. Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
That's pretty normal. Oh shit. What'd I just do? So he had some narcotic, and then he fell over. And he whacked his head in there. Is that right? Is that right, mate? Can we gather our story from that evidence? Where did he go? He fell over his head. What's this?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Cloth in the chimney. Why would they clog the chimney? Did he go out? Nope.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Interesting. Need more evidence?
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Seems strange that Would have a spyglass.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
I did that.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Interesting.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Cool. So someone else was there. So someone was watching him. Yep. With a spyglass. Right? Someone was watching him and then he was having some narcotics. Oh wait, someone put the ball in the chimney and then plugged it up. And he found it. He was like, what is this? Okay. Footprints. Spyglass. And chewing tobacco remnants. So he was drugged. Someone came in, dragged him. They fell. And then what? Oh, what's this? Parallel tracks wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
Did he get put on a cart? Maybe? There are fresh parallel tracks in the garden, but what could have left them? Behind the statue, someone had been chewing tobacco while hiding for some time.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Oh, hello. I feel like this could be used. Parallel tracks. This one. Alright. Am I on to... Yeah, see? Look. parallel tracks here. They come from up there. Feel like I'm onto something. Excuse me. This one. Pin. Boom. That, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. That was legit an hour running around this area and the whole town. Just to find out. We need to pin the evidence. It told me that. It did tell me that. Moldy, broken, not used properly. Unlikely to have been used recently though. Okay. Perhaps another... There was another cart around the front. Maybe it was Steinwick who did it. There's the one here. This one looks fresh. No? Let's ask him.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Nope.
Stop loitering and go.
I dare you. Okay, let's just keep pinning more. Oh, hello. Those weren't there before. Parallel tracks. Grass doesn't grow here. There are similar tracks near Kimihi's shack.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
The logs near the shack are in shambles as if someone had dropped them. There are similar tracks near Kimihi's shack. A garden cart was usually kept under the rain cover. Okay. Oh shit. Nice. Getting somewhere, people. And we're going out that door. So we need to find that cart. I know where it is. It's round the front. Positive. 100% positive this time that's gonna be it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. No. No, maybe now we can talk to him.
Are you stupid,
No?
Mr. Holmes?
Let's pin that
Stop loitering.
and then do
Go and
another
do your
search.
job.
Maybe this area has the key. No. Okay. Let's go back. So much easier when you know how to play the game. Looking for a key. Here we go. Yaha! Key print missing. And unusual form bent to the left. Okay. That's good. We've got all of the clues now. So they took it from him, then dragged him out. Yeah, validate. I gotta hold it down. The second... Ah, yeah, that's fine. I knew that. Previous. Yeah, it's gotta be on the latest. There we are, validate.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
It makes total sense, it does. I so smart, it only took 2 hours. Yeah. Okay. It really does help when you know the rules and how to play the game. Hello! Steinfeld.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
Someone had eyes on him.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
They
I
intoxicated
found the
him.
residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
Almost finished.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
He's a bit of an asshole. What did you call me?
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
No. You're an asshole. I reckon it was you who did it. Right, let's go! We got the key. Phase 2, baby. Oh, that was quick. Unlocked it. Ooh, wow. Okay. I thought it was a garden key. Just not much of a garden. Hey, it's Mr. Seagull. Where were we before?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? A cart.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Or to strap people to a cart. It's got grass.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather.
Yep. That's it. And what's this? Ooh.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Ain't no way the man
A
was...
strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Salt.
Then we're in agreement. Well
Peter.
done.
Yes. Investigation scene completed. Nice. So, I think I could get this straight away. Where does that trail lead? Leads to the wallet with saltpeter and the sailor's knot. Yes! Yeah, boy! Wait, was that not it? What are the notable features of the abductor? Ooh, okay. Notable features. Sailor's knot. And I'm going to say wallet with saltpeter because if he was a sailor, then he would be on the boat. And chewing tobacco. First the intruder spied on Kimahir from a distance, waiting for a window of opportunity, and it appeared when Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to his shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe with a brazier, then blocked it with a cloth. I think it's that. No? What's calling card? Oh, this one. A small calling card was found at the scene of Kimahir's abduction. It reads Royce Soulsby, London. We found a wallet in the alley behind Stenwick's mansion, presumably that of the kidnapper. It was stained with a strange substance. Dr. Watson confirmed the substance to be of potassium nitrate, also known as saltpeter. A sturdy rope perfectly tied in a Portuguese bowline, a sailor's knot, just lying on Kimahir's cart. Okay. Let's solve this right now. Where does it lead? It leads to the calling card. And lock with an unusual keyhole. No. Leads to sailor's knot. And give me his abduction. Ah. God. Oh, so these two are right. Is that what the green means? Where does Kimahir's trail lead? Bullet with saltpeter, that's correct. The strand. Okay, so that talks about the explosion. Stenwick's mansion. So I must be missing something. Notable features of the abductor. Notable features, he... has a wallet with saltpeter. And a sailor's knot. Chewing tobacco and size 11 boots. Spyglass. Spyglass and sailor's knot. Got it. He was kidnapped by a sailor. A particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to one conclusion: Kimihia's abductor is a sailor. Okay, I knew that. Just trying to find the right combination of things. Now we just need to figure out where... Ah, where does it lead? This opens up this new one. Nice! The Port of London. Kimihia's trail leads to the Port of London. We now know that Kimihia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the Port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimihia, we must head to the Port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the Port of London immediately. Cool. Let's go.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Take a cab. Are you a cab? Okay, let's go. This is our cab, yeah? Depart this location. You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you wanted to do here. Except...
Where to go? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.